right, so yeah, we're going to
Uh,
go into the Hawkeye episode 1 and 2 discussion, I suppose. So yeah, if you guys haven't watch it, then come back, I suppose. Yeah. Alright. So I guess we're going to directly talk about the we're not going we're just going directly into the spoilers, right? I
Jump into the
guess.
spoilers here.
Yeah, pretty much. I
I
guess
guess
so.
so, right? Yeah. We
What's
can't
the
really it's kinda hard talking non spoiler for what's the name?
Just yeah.
Episode 1 and 2 only. Yeah,
So
yeah, Katie Lynch, it is Hawkeye time.
oh,
Yes.
yes, yes, Hawkeye.
so
Hawkeye
let's
time.
let's start with our overall thoughts, the big general thoughts of
Alright.
the I guess the pilot and the episode 2. Yes.
Yeah,
Overall.
Hawkeye first impression. It was a fun watch. It was fun. The action was great. What's his name? I'm not familiar with the comics, so I don't know how comic accurate it is, but what's his name? Like to compare it to like the other MCU stuff. After watching episode 1 and 2, it doesn't give me the feeling of like, oh, what's gonna happen next kind of thing. I'm just kind of like, all right, so that's episode 1 and 2. Okay, I'll wait for next week. It doesn't make me kind of like I need to watch episode 3, stuff like that. So far that's the vibe. That's what I'm feeling at least. That's my first impression on Hawkeye. Yeah, yeah, love the
Mhm.
character and everything, of course. So yeah. All right, so Albert, Ariq, first impression.
Um. Okay, so first impressions. To be honest, I thought it was. How do I say this? I think out of all
Okay.
the Marvel series we've watched, I'm gonna be real with you. For me at least, I thought it was kind of the weakest start. Maybe it's partly because I'm
So
not as say interested in Hawkeye as compared to Loki and Winter Soldier and what is it?
that's true.
Yeah,
One
so I'm not as interested like with
Soldier.
him. So that could be like one big factor, but
It's no one's favorite Avenger, sadly.
Well,
Except
but
for
except for
Kate
Kate
Bishop.
Bishop.
yeah, but to be honest, what I like to believe is that because this is just the first 2 episodes, of course they're gonna start off slow. It'll pick up
Mhm.
eventually, and it will be fun. But that's what I'm thinking of. So like because it's the first 2 episodes, it wasn't that much, but I do hope it picks up later on. So that's what I
It
think
should
about it really.
it should pick up halfway through, right? So it should be next
Yeah,
episode should pick up.
next episode should
Should
be
be
pretty
should
fun. Yeah.
yeah.
No, actually, I do wanna. Yeah, I'll do the fact check later.
All right,
Yeah.
Albert, first impression.
I
First
agree with this
impressions.
comment by Fred Love Movies. I like that they paired episode 1 and 2 together because episode
Mm-hmm.
1 was there's so many setup because this is the first one where WandaVision you already have 2 established character leading the show. Falcon Winter Soldier you already have 2 established character leading the show. Loki
Yep.
you mainly focus on Loki, so you don't need to establish him really. You don't need to establish him at all. He's like you already
He's,
know multiple versions of him.
he's in a lot of movies as well, so
Yeah.
we already kind of
This
know
one you gotta your selling point of the show is 2 characters.
him.
Clint Barton, and I'm gonna classify Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. I'm not gonna say Hawkeye and Hawkeye because it may confusing. Clint Barton
Yeah.
and Kate
Mhm.
Bishop. We know Clint, even though he's in a lot of Avengers film. You also at the same time don't really know him because you don't get exposed to him that much.
Yep.
Like you don't really know him in Avengers because he's mind controlled pretty much.
Like really,
And
the
Age of
only
Ultron,
thing
he's
we
already
know
known.
about him is that he got a family, he got a farmhouse,
And
he
something
thrown
happened in Budapest.
and something happened in Budapest. Yeah, that's it. That's all we know about him, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're sort of like setting up Clint as well, post
Mhm.
the Ronin and everything, post Endgame, and then at the same time you're introducing a whole new character that you're gonna bank your money, your show, you bank your money on the
Yeah.
show, bank your whatever the phrasing is. You're gonna put money,
Yeah.
you're gonna put your money on this character.
Yeah.
You're banking on it, so you gotta set it up, and it's like a brand new character too. So that's why that first episode was very Kate centric, and then the second episode was more Barton centric, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
sort of like. And I wonder if
Mhm.
that's how they're gonna do going forward. One episode might be centric to one character, the other one centric to another one, unless they're all like the same time together, because they're sort of they have separate journeys in this first 2 episodes so far. At least at the end of episode 2, they come together.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do like it as a pair because I think if they release it as just episode 1, people might be like, oh, okay, so that's it. But like
Yeah.
episode 2, a lot of things picks up. You get the story rolling, you introduce the villain. So it's like it's a nice setup there.
Yeah, I agree. If it was only episode 1, I wouldn't be as interested, I suppose. You know,
Yeah.
at least in episode 2, we got to see what's her name at the end. Like, sure, she doesn't do anything, but she appeared. At least the villain. What's her name? Echo. Should be Echo, right?
Echo.
Yeah,
She is gonna be, I think, gonna be the main villain of the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Word? Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Before we go to like deep discussion, I was just thinking about this last night, and it's just like a big marketing benefit, I guess, for Marvel. But like this show has the potential to be the biggest and most, in a way, maybe most beloved, maybe not.
Beloved. Okay.
Okay, at least the biggest Marvel show that they have released for multiple factors.
Okay.
One,
Mhm.
none of the other shows have a original Avengers member. This one have, and literally it's a
Okay.
title, Hawkeye. Everyone knows Hawkeye. If you've seen
That's
the first
true.
Avengers, you know Hawkeye. Not everyone know. If you only seen the first Avengers movie, not everyone know WandaVision. You'll know Loki, obviously, but you don't know Falcon and Soldier. But this is like you're banking on, you have a main character, literally, a legacy character. Second, this is set on Christmas, and it's getting released during the holiday season. People have time to watch it, so people probably watch it, and people love
That's
holiday setting with the family. They can watch it with the whole family.
Mhm.
Third, there was also rumors of like potentially, which I will get to, potentially like, oh, are they gonna have like Kingpin in the show because of the comic run and because of Echo? So maybe people from the Netflix fans, the Daredevil Next fan, might check this out because of that. Also, this is very down to earth and very accessible, and compared to like WandaVision and Loki, which is like out there, this is like accessible for everyone to watch and just sit down and enjoy.
Mhm.
And the last big one is that they're getting a whole new fan base out of this. Similar to spoiler warning for Eternals. Post-credit scene,
Mhm.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Fans of Harry Styles, not necessarily fan of MCU, but their
That's
fans are loyal as heck. They're gonna
Mhm.
bring those fans to Eternals 2 or whatever Harry Styles is gonna be in.
Okay.
Fans of Hailee Steinfeld does not
Okay.
necessarily cross over to the MCU because her stuff is not like very MCU centric. All her films, they have very different fan base, and not only that, she's also a musician. So people fan of her music is gonna follow her and to the MCU. So they're introducing a whole new fan base to this thing, and they're gonna support the heck out of her. So this show has the potential to be like really big just from all those factors combined together, which is wild to think about.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Never thought of it that way.
Right? I was just thinking about it. I'm like,
Oh, we're
there's so
doing the
many,
meme again.
there's so many factors going in all together. It's working.
Yes, you make a good point. Yeah,
I
that's
wonder
true.
if Kevin
Yeah.
Feige planned this out. Like, oh my god, we're gonna get fan base from the Christmas, gonna get fan base from the original Avengers, gonna get fan base from Harry
Chris-
Steinfeld's fan base.
Did you just
Christmas
combine Hailee
fan
Steinfeld
base.
and Harry Styles?
I did.
Henry Stanfield. Oh, there's too much going on. Yes, I get it. You're literally like merging
Fan bases together, I guess.
4 fan bases. It's kind of like Doctor Strange with his magic and the new Spider-Man. Just
Dude, multiverse.
yeah,
Multiverse.
yeah, but it's fanverse. This is like multiple
Fanverse.
fans,
Fanverse.
different areas converge into one. So that's pretty hectic. But yeah, I get what you mean. It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's actually get deep into Hawkeye, the series, I guess. Albert,
I want to go deep into Hawkeye.
Deep.
Okay, wait. Before that, let's go to the comment first. All right. So Star Machine
Uh-huh.
said, "Love Lucky the pizza dog." Yes, of course.
They haven't called him Lucky yet. I think. I'm pretty sure they haven't.
Oh,
called
that's
him
true
Lucky
actually.
yet.
Yeah.
Just called
Yeah,
Pizza.
yeah.
And then Katie Lynch said the Christmas setting is great, and that is true about Albert's point. Yeah. And then Star Machine goes on to say Hailee Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner has such great chemistry. She is perfectly casted. All right, so I guess let's talk about
That
Hailee
is-
Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner first. So yeah,
That is a
Albert,
big selling point too. I feel like not selling point. That is a big strength that the show have so far. The chemistry between those two are like the best because like the scenes in episode 2 when they're just talking off each other are my favorite
Yeah.
scenes. Of like
Yeah.
when there's one particular moment of like they are escaping her burned house, and they're like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, we need some supplies. All right, well,
Oh
are we
yeah.
gonna get Avenger supplies? And then they cut to a CVS or something, to a drugstore, and like, well, this is a bit of a letdown. Just like they're
Yeah.
back and forth, like, oh, are you? I need to stash you. I'm not a bag of money, blah blah. So they're just back and forth. It's just so fluid and so natural, and that's like one of the honestly, that's like my favorite part of the show so far, just the back and forth. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to
I,
seeing.
I I agree with that. I agree with that. Whenever like like she set her expectation and then Clint is like, no, actually no, you're not going to do
Yeah,
that.
no, no,
And yeah, was it Rick?
their chemistry. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say their chemistry is like you and I. You have the badass like old mentor, but he's
The
like doesn't
pro
really
versus
care.
noob
Hailee,
thingy.
he's so
Yeah,
tough.
and he's like an old badass mentor, but at the same time he's just kind of like mostly sarcastic and just doesn't really just jokes around most of the time. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
he just
just do
wants to be
this.
with his family.
Exactly. Just an old mentor that doesn't bother too much, and one is like a very excited, like new
And
underling, yeah, of
yeah,
sorts.
Yeah,
an
like
enthusiastic
It's almost
rookie.
like an anime trope. I'm pretty
like
sure you
she,
can
she
put this in an anime.
Yeah,
No,
I know, right?
no way.
Yeah.
yeah, like she's super excited, and she want to prove herself, obviously, because she got all the
Yeah,
accolades in like trophy form, but she never actually been on the field. So
Mm.
that's true.
like she want to show that, like, oh, I'm just not some noob. I can archer too, you know. I'm like, you're my favorite Avenger. Blah, blah. So yeah, I love that literal the double dynamic of Barton. Like, especially in the LARP, you can see how tired of life he is.
Uh,
It's like
I
He's-
I love the LARP scenes.
it's so good.
I love the LARP scene, just how ridiculous it is. And the whole like the guy's like, oh yeah, I'll give the costume back. Just have to duel me.
Yeah,
There's a lot of slow motions there. It's just like
Dude, I don't know.
this is fun.
I really
yeah,
like I really like the LARP scenes.
yeah.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah.
I did want to mention that about speaking of scenes. I did like how they start off the whole series with literally the first like Avengers movie, technically
Mhm.
Oh
speaking.
yeah.
Like
It
I didn't expect. I was like, oh, like this is in New York, 12 like was it 10 years ago they say or
20,
something?
2012.
Yeah,
2012, right? Yeah.
2012. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, wait a minute, yeah, that is the setting of Avengers one. Then we actually see the aliens invade, but it's from like a different perspective, It's not like the
That is
Avengers
true.
perspective. And but they did see the same scene we saw in the movie where he jumped
Yeah.
Yeah,
off the building and
but from
Pepper's
a
like,
different from a
yeah,
different
but from a
angle.
yeah, but from a different angle. So like, oh look, there it's like very tight and I don't know, like unlike the other series, this one's well, actually maybe apart from Loki, because technically that's like a time traveling
Yeah.
thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But like this one, like actually connects directly to the very first Avengers movie, so that's pretty cool. I like that.
It's
Now,
honestly
whenever you
really
watch the
cool.
first Avengers movie, now you will not be able to not think of that. Like, oh, little
Yeah,
Kate Bishop is watching
Yeah.
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I really like it when they kind of series, I guess, kind of show like from a different perspective kind of thing on like the big battles kind of thing and stuff. Yeah, it's always pretty
Yeah.
cool to
From
see
from the
that.
movie, yeah.
Yeah, seeing it from like the normal civilian seeing like, oh, what is happening? Stuff like that. That's why I
Yeah,
like
that.
the scene in like was it Wonder Vision when they show what's the name when people is getting snapped kind of thing and like in the hospital everyone's
Oh,
gone.
episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was I like seeing that those kinds. So it's pretty cool seeing the actual effect of like the movie or like from different angles and stuff. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, again, back to that scene when you saw the Hawk when Kate saw Barton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really cool. It's like that's obviously the moment where Hawkeye become his favorite Avenger.
Yeah.
Uh, and like what I like about that part is that she saw him in action, but she didn't realize that in that moment Hawkeye literally is desperate, doesn't have any arrows left. Like so
Oh yeah, that's true.
she it's like the idea of like you don't see your hero's imperfections at the moment, you just see the greatness of it. But even though like at that moment it's like it's almost is screwed. Clint Barton was
Yeah.
screwed at that point. But yeah. Also, I saw a meme somewhere saying like, "Good thing she saw Hawkeye. Imagine if she saw the Hulk or something." And then she mentions like when in the funeral scene,
Yes,
I need a bow and arrow. It's that she's like, I need some
I
green
need to
paint and some
smash.
steroids.
I need green
I
paint
need
and
to
steroids.
Steroids.
smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to smash. But she sees Captain America. I need a frisbee.
I need a frisbee.
Okay. Oh, and still in that opening scene. I already watched it again last night. I don't think
Okay.
her dad. I don't think her dad is actually dead.
I mean, like, do people really
It's
die in MCU?
my guess. No, I think it's gonna be back in this show somewhere because
Okay.
first we don't see a body.
Mm-hmm.
Second, he is too big of a name to just die right away. And
Oh,
he's one of the first
What, the
built as
actor?
he's one of the first built as well in the credits. Yeah,
who,
Brian the
who's the
RC.
actor?
Brian the RC.
Oh, if it's a big actor, I guess, What's her name again?
It's
His name?
Brian the RC.
Oh, okay.
It was a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
Broadway. Was it big in Broadway? I mean, I think that's what you mentioned
Yeah.
before. Or is
Yeah,
it?
let me produce this green screen right here. I think I have his pictures. This is him. Uh, ta-da!
Oh my God!
All right. Shrek.
Shrek, the King from Hamilton, and I don't know what the first one is. But yeah,
It's just him.
just
Just him.
he forgot to put on costume. He walked on stage. Oh wait a minute, I'm not on costume. But yeah, I don't think he's dead. I think he's
But
he's somewhere involved.
well, I like to
That's it.
believe that's true, Bert. But here's the thing: I remembered last time you said when we were watching WandaVision, there's like this, I don't know, 1950s housewife. I don't remember her name. It's just kind of random. You were
Oh,
like,
the
oh,
Dottie.
she's
Dottie.
yeah, she was like, oh, she's a big actress. She's gonna be important. Then we never see her again
The difference, the
throughout the whole
difference.
true.
series.
She is
Okay.
credited like pretty last in that
Okay.
episode. Um,
All right.
and this guy, he is credited like one of the first credited ones in the opening credits, which I want to get to the opening credits, which is really cool, by the way. He was credited pretty early. So yeah, I don't know. Why would you? I don't understand.
Why would you credit
I
them
guess.
or that? I
What would you
guess.
credit
Yeah.
him first?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Understandable. Okay. Okay. All right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that,
Like
that
open.
opening the opening credits by David Aha. David Aha. I think it's Aja. He basically illustrate the whole comic run for Matt Fraction's 2012 run, which I read. I haven't finished it. I am on up to issue 11, but up in issue 11, spoiler for the run, that's when Kate Bishop left because she went to LA.
True.
But everything, the art style is all by David Aha, and he doesn't get credited in the show, so I want to shout him out because that art style in the opening credits of like the showing,
All the animations and stuff. I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
and they
animations,
also show progression, I guess. That's sort of like an origin
Mm-hmm.
story of Kate, showing how she got the
Yeah.
medals, how she got the arrows and everything, and also like the ending credits for episode 2. So that's pretty much all his style. So I just want to credit him there.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. The opening was pretty cool. Yeah. It was very cool. And dude. We mentioned this. The Avengers musical. I want to see it whole. Honestly.
I am actually on the opposite because
Really?
I think they try, if their goal is to make the show cringe, they success because that was cringe as f.
That
Yeah.
was really dumb, but it was funny dumb.
I mean, that's the whole
I
point.
would
I
have called the
watch like
Hawkeye.
90 Day Fiancés for the cringe. I want to watch it for the cringe.
Kelvin loves cringe.
Yeah. I love cringe. G musical, I guess.
Okay,
That was probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in the whole
I know,
MCU. But I like how it's not entirely random because I don't know, New York
Yeah.
Broadway
I-
plays.
I like
And-
Hawkeye's reaction and like
When he saw
the
Ant-Man,
doctor,
you know?
the doctor's reaction.
It's
when
not just
they're- when
them,
they're
dude. If you see
watching, it's like-
everyone in the crowd, they're all cringing.
yeah.
I like seeing when Hawkeye's like, Ant-Man wasn't there. He's not.
You know
he
who's
wasn't
there?
there.
I was here. You know who's in there? Ant-Man. That guy.
I just like how the scene even, like not got weirder. Like it's still weird even after. Like he left to go to the bathroom because like, can I have your signature?
Oh
You know,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with you?
yeah.
Can I get a selfie, not signature? And he's like,
Oh, yeah, no, can I get a
Yeah,
selfie?
selfie.
It's like, that's
Well-
even weirder.
He went to the same, like not to the same bowl. Ew, the bowl right next to
no.
him. he went to the bowl right next to him. He's like, can I have a selfie? And then he's washing his hands. How about now?
Not to
Probably.
mention that, not to mention the Thanos was right on the urinal, and then it's like
Yeah.
make the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cryptic message. I don't know if it meant anything more or they're just putting it there for whatever reason. Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah. All right. All right. All right.
And talking about that play as well, I like that there is a moment where he sort of like suffers a little bit of PTSD in a way, looking at Natasha.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh
he
right.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
stares at
Yeah.
Natasha, and then I didn't notice this, but until upon the rewatch, there's a girl in the crowd that looks back at him.
Yeah.
She is dressed as Natasha. She's like wearing a full-on, somewhat Natasha
Oh
cosplay.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't notice
Okay.
her
and
outfit. I didn't
I
notice
didn't
her. Yeah.
notice.
she had red hair. It's braided. It's very much Natasha from Endgame style, the design
Ah.
with a
Okay.
black like suit. So it's like it's
That's
a nice touch, and I hope
that's cool detail.
we explore a little bit of him, maybe grieving Nat more because it is his best friend. And
Yeah, that's true.
also remember Yelena is coming. I wonder
Yeah.
how that's gonna affect his like process of this whole
And
Natasha
especially
thing.
Yelena will be coming in hot, no thinking that Hawkeye killed Clint Barton
Yeah.
like killed Natasha. That's what she knows at least.
Yeah.
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 From the end credit scene of Black Widow, isn't?
So yeah. I'm actually the one thing I'm really waiting for in the Hawkeye series is Yelena coming in. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
and
thing I'm really
how
looking forward.
she's introduced basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred, what
Yeah.
movies
This
say?
is
Fred of
where
Movies
things.
asks, how do you think Yelena will be involved? I think she'll come in episode 4.
How many are there total? Six, was
There's
it? Yeah.
6.
6
Yeah,
episode.
four or five would sound about right.
Yeah, I think so. Not episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it'll be
not 3.
episode 4. Yeah.
Again,
Uh,
I think her role is not gonna be that big. I still think that her role
mhm,
will be like minimal, like Dora Milaje in Welcome Winter Soldier.
yeah.
And how she would be involved, like how she would be able to find him. Obviously, the Ronin news because she knows that it's they put a
It's
picture of Hawkeye in Ronin costume right at
yeah,
the end
yeah.
of Black Widow. So he probably see the news from episode 1 of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ninja
yeah.
in New York saving the dog and like okay, it's in there. So she'll probably look for that. And maybe I don't know, maybe she because she's Russian, the tracksuit mafia is there. Maybe she have some connections. I don't know.
Oh, that's true actually. Maybe. Wait, is Echo Russian or no?
I don't
What
think
was
she is.
what is she? Echo
Yeah.
nationality.
I mean, I think maybe there could be a connection there. One of my friends thought that the reveal at the very end was that oh it's Yelena instead of Echo, but it's not oh it's
Ah,
Echo because of the Tracksuit Mafia. But yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. All I know is that whenever Yelena comes out, I kind of hope she buys another vest with more pockets,
Even more pockets.
even more pockets, and then like and then I don't know. I want there to be an interaction where she mentioned about pockets to Kate Bishop.
There better be some pockets involved in this.
There better be some pockets involved. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, somehow Sun State, tracksuit mafia, bro.
In
that is also
relation to
straight from the
yeah.
comics, dude. That is literally the whole Tracksuit Mafia from the run. They all says bro at the end of every sentences, and I'm like,
Oh.
damn. So they literally took this from the comic. That's really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, from the chat as well. Star Machine asks, "Do you think Kingpin will be on the show? Do you think Kingpin will be on the show?"
No.
I honestly don't think so. No, no, no. I don't think there's even like any any casting for any rumor or anything
No.
for the MCU one. No, right?
The
He
only
just
reason people thought this was again because Echo is related in the comics to Kingpin,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Kingpin is in the comic run like pretty big
yeah.
in the comic run because Hawkeye like mess with the underground crime and Kingpin's like bothered by it. And also because Vincent D'Onofrio tweeted saying, "I'm excited for the show," so that's why.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think Kingpin will be in. Even if he is somehow in, same actor and everything, they recast is like it's probably very, very minor.
Yeah,
Even if
I don't think he will be.
yeah, I don't think he will be though.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think he might. There's a chance that he might be mentioned, but not like you won't actually like see him
No
physically.
mention, yeah. I think mention,
Mentioned,
yeah.
yeah,
I agree.
perhaps,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even know
Precisely.
if they will mention him by name or they will just refer to a certain
Yeah, or
character
refer
of
it.
his role, yeah, of his caliber.
Yeah.
Fun fact though, someone pointed this out on Twitter and I saw it. The hotel where they did the auction,
Mm-hmm.
apparently that is the same hotel that they used in Daredevil season 3 where Kingpin was like put in house arrest.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
So
damn.
Kingpin confirm. He's still
Confirm.
house arrested. He's still in
He's
the
still
room.
house. He's still quarantined before it was.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. But yeah, talking about the villains. Also, wait before we talk about the villains. Grills, remember Grills from episode 2, the LARP dude.
Yeah.
He's a pretty important character in the comics. Well,
Wait,
somewhat
is he
important.
actually?
Somewhat important in the Hawkeye run. In that Hawkeye run specifically, he appears several times. So in that run, Hawkeye basically. So that story run is about like, so what does Clint Barton do when he's not avenging? When he's not part of the Avengers? Oh,
He's not avenging.
he have a place in New York. He sort of owns the building because the previous landlords like dickheads, and the landlords are actually one of the tracksuit mafia, and they're like dicks. So Hawkeye just decided to buy the whole building. So
Okay.
he
He owns the building.
he befriends some of the
Yeah.
tenants, and one of them is Grills. So
Oh,
it's like that.
I hope that happened. I hope that actually happened.
Yeah.
I don't think so because I don't think it's moving into New York.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah.
I get no, I know. At least kind of like he beat up the whole Traxxas Mafia. Then it's like, then Grills is just like opens the door. What's going on out here? I was like, hey.
Also they didn't show the origin of Lucky the pizza dog and how it lost the eye, which I'm kind of like I'm not too against it because it's in the
I
literally
heard it's pretty gruesome. I thought how he
Lucky
lost
got
it.
hit by a car, and
Okay.
it lost the eye. He cannot. They had to go to the doctor and get
Well,
him.
he almost got hit by a
He
car.
started. That's true, but he started
Yeah,
off without
but
the
he
eye
already, yeah, he started
Yeah,
without
he's
the eye.
already a villain.
Yeah.
Mm. What else is there to talk about in
Anyway,
Hawkeye?
let's talk about the villain. Do you think, especially specifically, I want to talk about Jack. Do you think he's a because I think he killed Armand.
Yeah,
The
I think
third,
so. Honestly,
right?
I mean, it's so like after the fencing scene, especially, is like he's hiding something. He's good with
Plus,
sword.
he stole the
He's
sword,
He
yeah,
stole the sword,
exactly.
yeah, and when
Yeah,
they broke in.
it's like
and
it's pretty.
Armand died
And
from a sword.
just look at his mustache. It's evil mustache.
Just look at his mustache.
That's an evil mustache. Yeah. Yeah,
What is he
I'm
hiding?
pretty
I
sure
bet he has more mustache.
I'm either like maybe they'll be he's actually somehow hired Echo maybe to do some biddings. That could be something maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how. I definitely think he kills Armand.
Brother.
I don't know if he's related to the Tracksuit Mafia or with Echo. That I don't know yet.
Mm.
But I know for sure he killed Armand because of several reasons. One of them is obviously in sorting. Second is because there is a line in the auction when it's like, when Armand's like, "You don't have that kind of money." Well, I'll inherit it one day, wouldn't I? So it's like sort of a hint
Oh,
of like,
that's
oh,
yeah.
he's
I
already
know
in
that's pretty much. But he's evil.
Third,
He's evil. Come on.
he, third. When I first watched the episode, I was like, I don't understand the reference why Kate Bishop was like so, the butterscotch thing. I was like, butterscotch. Okay, Monogram butterscotch. But then I realized what the reference is. The butterscotch was from Armand's house, and then Jack offered it to her during when they are in
Office?
the Bishop Securities building.
Yeah.
She offered her the candy, which is only found in Armand's house. So maybe it's like, oh, maybe he
Oh.
was there that night and he took the butterscotch, and just offered it to her. And that's why she
Yeah.
realized something is. That's why she
Fishy.
acts weird after she sees that.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, alright,
So
that
at least
makes
she
sense.
suspect him to kill that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
So do you think he's gonna be like? When I say he is the villain, like is he gonna be like the main villain all along, kind of deal? Kind of like, oh, what's her name? Agnes. Oh Jesus.
That I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
Jack Duquesne is a comic character though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's called Swordsman. He is they're not gonna do the same character in the comics because in the comics he's sort of Hawkeye's mentor, but they're like the same age. I think even Hawkeye's older, so they cannot do that. But he's the supervillain and he's Hawkeye's mentor in the comics. So,
Mm. Alright.
and by Hawkeye I mean Clint. So, yeah.
Could be. Or maybe he is Kingpin. They change it up.
No.
No way, no way, no way.
He lost bulk and gained
Gain mustache.
mustache.
But yeah.
I also think Eleanor is hiding something. I don't think she is what
Eleanor,
she's
who's
seen.
that?
The mother.
Oh, the
Eleanor
mother?
Bishop.
Conjuring woman.
I
Conjuring
think,
woman.
I think
Conjuring.
there is probably she's maybe involved. Maybe she's involved with some kind of underworld as well.
Pocketson.
No.
Because with the conversation that she had with Armand before Armand died, there is just something fishy about it. I feel like she's maybe involved in some bigger scheme. Maybe.
Alright. We'll see how it unfolds, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. Is there anything else we want to talk about for Hawkeye? Episode 1 and 2.
I
Can't
like
think of
that.
any.
I like that they explain how he lost his hearing.
Oh,
how
yeah.
did you lose your hearing? They just play a montage. Like all the explosions.
I'm like, no, understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of like one-liners which I sort of like when they're talking about branding and everything after that scene about the montage and talk about branding. Hawkeye's like, I'm no one's favorite Avenger. I'm not gonna sell toys or action figures. Like, what am I selling here? And then Kate was like, inspiration, Clint, because it's like he's like proving that you can be an Avenger by just bow and arrow, and I sort of like that. To
Yeah.
prove that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I also like that he referenced Nat's old move of like being captured and then like when being captured by the Tracksuit Mafia and it just like breaks off easily, which is like a reference to Avengers
yeah,
1
yeah.
when Natasha was captured by the Russians and then she
Yeah,
just breaks
yeah.
away easily. So yeah.
Alright.
There's that. And I love how the Tracksuit Mafia is pretty much incompetent at all. They're not competent at all. They're gonna be a comic relief of just like stupidity.
Yep.
Of just there.
That's for sure.
This is a lot of like bro.
Alright.
And yeah, I also don't think Linda Cardellini will be. I don't think we're gonna see her in New York. I don't think we're gonna see that much of her because I don't see any reason why she would be in New York. Laura
Hinted.
Barton.
Oh, yeah.
Velma.
She's probably just gonna stay in wherever their house is because they're in the house.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think she's
sure.
gonna be in New York, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
we
pretty
probably
sure.
won't see much of her until the end.
Yeah. Alright. So, is that it?
Yeah.
I
Because
can't say much about it.
Yeah, Katie Lynch asks, do you think Jack is another villain? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I do
sure.
think so.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
His mustache
He just
alone is
looks-
already
His mustache alone is a big giveaway, mate. Probably.
big giveaway.
Yeah, so Echo Jack is gonna be villain. I think those two are gonna be higher.
And for like 10 minutes, maybe, or 15 minutes, maybe Yelena, for 15 minutes. Yeah.
I do hope we see more Lucky though. I want to see more Lucky.
Oh,
the Pizza Dog.
I want to see. Wait, how? Like in the comics, is Lucky an important character in any way? Like, does he do stuff other than being a dog?
Yeah, no,
Other
he's
than
just
being
a very loyal dog. And
Okay.
I didn't notice, but there is one of the issues. I think it was issue 11.
Yeah.
That issue was 21 page of you just following Lucky the Pizza Dog and his adventures, and it's
Wow.
like literally you're just following him trying to investigate like some kind of mystery that's happening in the building, and it's like really cool. And you don't really understand the full story because the full story is in the following issue, so you're sort of following Lucky. And that issue apparently won some awards of like being really like a good issue of like just individual issue of comics.
Okay.
I don't think they have. If they do 7 episodes, maybe they do 1 episode or just follow Lucky, but I don't think they're gonna do it in this show. But if they do, it's gonna be really cool.
True.
So
Alright,
yeah. For the dog.
It's a comic in black and white as well. In the dog vision.
No.
Yeah.
In dog
Alright.
version.
Dog
I
vision.
recommend checking out that individual issue though, if anyone's curious. That one's fun.
What issue was it? 11?
I believe it's issue 11. Yeah.
Alright.
Hawkeye, the 2012 Hawkeye run by Matt Fraction, issue 11.
Okay.
So yeah.
So if anyone's interested, check that out. Go ahead. Alright, so I guess we don't have much else to say.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts? I'm looking forward for episode 3. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm in too deep in MCU. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone is looking forward for episode 3, I guess. Yeah. Alright.
Oh. Not saying that to cause.
Now, man, I'm definitely. I want to see more of Echo. I want to know what she can do. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to. I
with
want to
these-
see. I want to see more of the dynamic of Barton and Bishop. Obviously, that's the best part. And again, like everyone have said, and after reading the comics, I'm so much more agree. Hailee Steinfeld is literally Kate Bishop taken out of the comics. It's so perfectly casted. It's insane. So,
Before we wrap it up, Samuel Stein said that is a good issue. I don't know what number, but you're right. It's good. Yeah. All right. So I guess we should wrap it up